Good day, everybody. I've had times in my life where I've been humbled. I thought I was really good at something, or somebody told me I was really good at something, or I thought I knew a lot, and then I've had people remind me, not so much. Maybe I'm not as good as I think I am. I don't know as much as I think I do. And I'm here to share three quick examples of that for you today. Now, when I was 18 years old, I went to broadcast school. What was back then the Ohio Center for Broadcasting, now Colorado Media Schools. And one of my teachers was this man here, Marty Montel, a country music disc jockey, did classic country at Jones Radio Network, also worked for KYGO here in Denver, among other places. And he, after being told when I was in high school I was a great broadcaster, Marty put me in my place a few times. When I did on-air projects, Marty didn't like what I did. There was one commercial where I did it once and he didn't like it, made me redo it, then made me redo it again. And of course, I wasn't thrilled about it, but it was just Marty being tough and he had high standards. And he wanted me to do well, and he wanted everyone to do well, but he was particularly hard on me, and I understand now. And I did work to improve a bit. I was upset at first, but I worked hard to improve a bit, and he did like what he heard from me when I did a couple other commercial projects. And in November, the school year went from August to June, and in November of the school year, I was at the broadcast school. Marty had other stuff going on, so he moved on, but when he did, he shook my hand, wished me the best, and all was good. I only saw him one other time after we shook hands, not because we had any animosity or anything like that. He just had other obligations. And unfortunately, I learned recently that in 2019, Marty passed away, had a brief illness, then passed away. And if I remember right, his age was 76, so you were a helper, Marty. Always remember you, and hopefully your family, if they watch this, understands that. So, Marty Montel, an influence, certainly in my broadcasting career, and someone who reminded me, hey, not always as good as I think I am. And I had a similar experience a couple years later when I interned at a radio station doing a sports show for this man. This, of course, you see the name there, Bill Rogan. Now, he let me know a couple times he didn't like the way I did the radio show I was on with him, a show called Artificial Turf. And I wasn't always thrilled with that, and we had our differences, we had our bumps in the road, certainly, but we're obviously way past that now. He is a good friend of mine, someone I still turn to, and in fact, some of his lessons about broadcasting I still lean on. Be it doing research before games or even on my YouTube videos like I'm doing now. I'll chew gum, maybe sing a little bit, something to warm up the voice beforehand. Another thing about Bill, I thought I knew everything about sports, then I met Bill. Yeah, I don't know very much compared to Bill. He'll know World Series stats from the 20s, if way before the 20s. He'll know stuff about college football, the NHL. Bill is a human encyclopedia when it comes to sports. But also a great mentor of mine. Again, we had our differences, but we're through them now. And a big part of why I have this YouTube channel now. Bill, a big part in helping me get it started, and one of my biggest supporters. Bill Rogan's shown here as manager of the Santa Fe Fuego last year, the Pecos League, now with the Murrysville Drake. Certainly a lot of wisdom to pass along in his baseball knowledge to the younger crowd. I'm glad he's doing that. And now for my third example, and this is from a guy I've never met, and who knows if I ever will meet him. He's a national disc jockey out of Pennsylvania. But this guy, Dave Heffel, as I get him in a little better light here, I was told one time in broadcast school by a guy named Ty Ray, a former sportsman for Fox 31 in Denver, that my knowledge of oldies and 50s and 60s music was frightening. Well, nice of him to say that, but then I listened to this man for the first time a couple years ago, and found out I knew nothing. Now, I can't tell you specifically what station he's on. I don't know about legal ramifications, stuff like that. Again, he's a national disc jockey. But Dave Heffel hosts a top 40 countdown show every week, be it from a certain year in the 60s or he'll have a theme to it. And he has a story for every song, be it how the groups got together, or how maybe the artist didn't like what proved to be one of his or her biggest songs, or how a recording company may not have liked a certain song, but it became a big hit. And just knows everything, just amazing what he comes up with every week. And it's a show, his top 40 countdown shows, that I cannot turn away from now. If I can't listen to it live, I have to find it on my app and I have to tune it in. Talk about being in my happy place. About a month ago, I was listening to his show while announcing a baseball tournament at Dakota Ridge. Because no one was in the box with me, so I turned on Mr. Heffel's show, and while announcing a baseball tournament at the same time, kept my focus on both events. Talk about being in a happy place. But again, Dave Heffel, a guy who, again, I've never met. He's in Pennsylvania. I'm in Colorado. He's a national guy. So who knows if we'll ever meet. But just by listening to him, that showed me, hey, I don't know a whole lot about the oldies in the 50s and 60s compared to him. One guy who has certainly earned all the accolades he's received. He really has, Dave Heffel. And just a note, picture of Dave as well as picture of Bill, picture of Marty. No copyright infringement intended with any of these, just wanted to show you what these guys look like. So those are my thoughts for the day, how even I've had thoughts of being really good and then been told not so much, and been put in my place a little bit, as does happen in life. And thank you for watching. I'll talk to you soon. Good day, everybody. Have a good August. I'll be with you another couple times in August. Just wanted to wish you a good month since today is the 1st of August.